Respected Honorable Speaker, Lok Sabha, Sri Om Birla Ji, Honorable Deputy Chairman, Rajya Sabha, Sri Harivansh Narayan Singh Ji, Honorable Chairman, CPA, India Zone 3, Speaker of Arunachal Pradesh Legislative Assembly, Sri Pasang Sonaji, Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Sri Conrad K. Sangma, all Honorable Speakers, Honorable Deputy Speakers of Northeast Region, all Honorable MLAs, MPs from various Northeastern states, Secretary General of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, all Principal Secretaries, Commissioner Secretaries, Secretaries of State Assemblies of Northeast Region, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a great privilege for me to extend a warm and hearty welcome to you all in this 20th Annual CPA India Region Zone 3 Conference being held in this beautiful city of Shillong, Meghalaya, also popularly known as the abode of the clouds or Scotland of the East. Meghalaya is blessed with natural wonders and unsurpassed by their ever-increasing inflow of foreign and Indian tourists every year. Today, we are particularly honored and privileged with the presence of Sri Om Birla Ji, Honorable Speaker Lok Sabha, and Sri Harivansh Narayan Singh Ji, Honorable Deputy Chairman Rajya Sabha, in this august house, despite their busy schedule. We had the privilege of being addressed by Sri Om Birla Ji, Honorable Speaker, in this august house on 25th February 2021. This will also further inspire our members in their participation in the House. The Meghalaya Legislative Assembly has always conducted its business in a very disciplined manner with high standards of decency and decorum. As we are all aware, the CPA India Region Zone 3, erstwhile the Northeast Region Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, NER-CPA, was initiated in 1996-97 when late Sri Purno A. Sangma was the Honorable Speaker of Lok Sabha. And the first annual NER-CPA conference was held in April-May 1997 at Kohima, Nagaland. Late Sri Purno A. Sangma was an accomplished political leader from the Northeast and needs no introduction. He conceived the idea of having the East Region Commonwealth Parliamentary Association and the Northeast Region Institute of Parliamentary Studies and Training, NERIPSTAR, so that the Northeast states and its members develop at par with other states in India and speak in one voice. His vision, honesty, forthrightness, and above all, his unshaken faith in parliamentary democracy have already placed him in the forefront of national politics. As we are all aware, the aims of the CPA India Region Zone 3 is to promote knowledge of the constitutional, legislative, economic, social, and cultural aspects of parliamentary democracy with special reference to the 8 northeastern states which are sub-branches of the main CPA India Region branch, Lok Sabha. So far, we have held 19th East Region Commonwealth Parliamentary Association or CPA India Zone 3 at different northeastern states, and many important topics were discussed and resolutions were adopted. This is the third time that we are holding the annual NER CPA or CPA India Region Zone 3 conference in Shillong, Meghalaya. The last conference that Meghalaya held was 12th annual NER CPA conference when Srimati Meera Kumarji was the Honorable Speaker of Lok Sabha. The NER CPA or CPA region in India Zone 3 is a unique and broad-based forum for parliamentarians and legislators of Northeast region of the country. It is a common platform for coordinating and discussing not only on best parliamentary practices and procedures, but also for developing our fraternity and for raising a concerted voice on issues of common interest of Northeast region. The aims, objects, and scope of the conference keeps on widening. Since its inception in 1996, NER CPA or CPA India Region Zone 3 has evolved into a vibrant and effective forum of the Northeast region. I hope this forum will continue to grow and put our efforts collectively for the common interest of the region in the near future. Over the years, it has evolved into a vibrant and effective forum for not only advancing the interest of the region, but also for developing our fraternity and raise concerted voice on issues of common interest of the Northeast states. Sir, we have chosen 2 topics for discussion during this conference, which I hope all the honorable members will participate enthusiastically and provide good suggestions with management of time and guidance from Sri Harivansh Narayan Singh Ji, Honorable Deputy Chairman, Rajya Sabha. One of the topics is on natural disasters and strategies for management with special reference to Northeast region. The scope of this topic is vast. The Northeast region is prone to disasters like earthquake, floods, cyclonic storms, etc. And we also fall under Zone 5 of seismicity map of India. Flash floods, landslides, cyclonic storms are recurrent phenomenon which led to loss of many lives and extensive damage to properties. Even COVID pandemic years were also termed as natural disaster years, and many precious lives were lost. Climate change can also partly be contributed for the frequency and intensity of the natural disasters. Natural disasters are not bound by boundaries and have no social or economic considerations. Therefore, it is our fundamental duty to jointly manage and adopt strategies to tackle these disasters occurring from time to time. The second topic on regional connectivity to bring Northeast region at par with mainland India is equally important for Northeastern states. Assam is the gateway of Northeast states for connecting with other mainland states. Development of infrastructures for air, roads, and railways are very important for connectivity, not only with mainland India, but also with other Southeast Asian countries for economic and tourism development of the region. I am sure we will be having a productive and fruitful discussion on these two topics with good suggestions from all the honorable members. I have shared with you some of the thoughts that crossed my mind. I am very glad to see the representatives of all the people of this Northeast region assembled in this forum today. I wish you a pleasant stay and hope that you will carry back home fond memories, and I wish the conference a resounding success. Thank you. Jai Hind, Kublai, Matela.
Good afternoon, and we are happy to be here in Meghalaya, Shillong. I am quite privileged to be standing here and acknowledging the presence of Honorable Speaker Lok Sabha, Sri Om Birla Ji, for this 20th Annual Conference of Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, India Region Zone 3. So thank you for giving us your time and being here as a part of this conference. And Honorable Deputy Chairman Rajya Sabha Sri Harivansh Ji for always accepting our invitation despite his busy schedule. So I once again thank you on behalf of Honorable Chief Minister Meghalaya and Honorable Speaker Meghalaya for being here and being part of this conference. And the host, Honorable Chief Minister Sri Conrad Sangma Ji, Honorable Speaker Meghalaya Sri Thomas Sangma Ji, speakers, honorable deputy speakers from various states, honorable ministers, honorable MLAs from various states, and honorable member of parliament, officials of Legislative Assembly across the northeastern state, and the media friends. Like Honorable Speaker Meghalaya in his opening note has talked about the background of the CPA Zone 3, how it was conceived. I'm quite happy and little emotional to be here and talking about one of the statesmen and one of the most illustrious leader from the northeastern state, who is none other than father of our Honorable Chief Minister, Conrad Sangma's father, late P.A. Sangma Ji, who has conceived this idea of NER CPA during those days. And now it has traveled so far. Now we are having the 20th conference here at Shillong today. So it makes more significance that we are having the conference here. And I would like to thank you, Honorable Chief Minister and Honorable Speaker, for making it happen and giving us such a cordial welcome and making our stay so comfortable here in this beautiful town of Shillong, which is also known as the Scotland of East. On behalf of all the delegates who have traveled from different parts of the northeastern state and who had come all the way from Delhi, along with Honorable Speaker, Lok Sabha, Honorable Rajya Sabha, Deputy Chairman, for giving us such a beautiful reception and the comfortable stay here in Shillong. We will cherish it for a long, long time to come. And now coming to the CPA, as we all know, Honorable Speaker has talked at length about the importance of these conferences. And we at times feel so proud when Honorable Speaker tells me and Honorable Deputy Chairman tells me that we are one of the most active branches. India has got 4 zones. Zone 3 is the most active CPA branch in India, and we are having regular executive committee meeting, regular conferences in all these years. And it's just not a conference where we meet and greet each other. We deliberate on many vexed issues which is, concerning the northeastern state. So every time we try to come up with a topic for discussion which will not only help in formulating the policies, not only help us, furthering our, common cause of the Northeast state, but as a Northeast on a same platform, how we cohesively move forward in the larger interest of the region. Because earlier days it used to be, when we talk about the Northeastern state, it used to be just Assam. People never used to see beyond Assam. If I go to the mainland, if they ask me, where are you from? If you tell them Arunachal, they'll say Himachal. Then I said, no, Arunachal Pradesh. They'll say, oh, Andhra Pradesh. That was the kind of, understanding about the northeastern region in the mainland. But with effort and with the blessing from Honorable Speaker and Rajya Sabha and the Government of India, now the Northeast has got a different pedestal and different, what do you call that, recognition. So today, like we said, Honorable Speaker has said, we have two very important topics of discussion which will take place in these two plenary sessions, which will be held today and tomorrow. One is about the natural disaster and strategies for management with special reference to Northeastern state. I would like to say that before the lunch, I was sitting with the Honorable Deputy Chairman Rajya Sabha. When we talked about natural disaster, the Northeastern state is so prone to natural disaster. And every year we have so much of a problem, pertaining to the natural disaster. But never in the national media we have a focus. This time a little water came into Delhi. They made it in such a news that the whole Delhi is underwater. But how we face natural disaster when during the monsoon and during the other times, landslide, the places used to get disconnected for months together, but we never used to get a platform to kind of reach out to the the concerned agency for the redressal. So today, when we discuss about the natural disaster and how to manage it, maybe we will come out with certain document which can help the central government and the people at the helm of affair. How do we contain it? So when it comes to the natural disaster, someone has rightly said that we cannot stop natural disaster, but we can arm ourselves with knowledge so that so many lives couldn't be lost, and if there was enough disaster preparedness. So here he talks about prevention. There's no point scratching your head after the disaster had happened. So we need to focus how we go about the preparedness to tackle with this menace of natural disaster, and how our northeastern economy is being affected, how the natural disaster is affecting every walk of life for the northeastern state, and how we need to come to a solution where we have an everlasting solution to this problem which we have been facing perennially. So this is one of the topics which we'll be discussing, and I hope that members will participate very positively and give very insightful suggestions which we can document it and further use it for all practical purposes, which will help us, the northeastern region, to tackle this menace. And secondly, the topic is regional connectivity to bring northeastern region at par with the mainland India. So I've seen we had many conferences about the Connect Northeast, what are the way out, what are the way forward, what is the roadmap when we talk about the connectivity for the northeastern state. Honorable Prime Minister has rightly said, we need to focus on roadways, airways, waterways, and highway. So when we talk about the road network, the waterways, the airways, we are very happy, the northeastern state. Over the time, there has been a sea of changes when it comes to the road network. There has been a sea of changes when it comes to the air connectivity and the waterways, even in the Assam and all. So we are very happy, but a lot needs to be done. That will only come up because when we tell them, where is the bottleneck? How do we go about it? And the most importantly, when we talk about digital India, so the internet, the digital connectivity is one of the most important things which we need to focus, because the world is getting digital. And I always keep saying, we are illiterate if you are not illiterate. So in this era of digital connectivity, we need to know how important everything, right from your banking, right from your official work, right from connecting with friends, right from your business, everything is dependent on the internet. So, like what Bill Gates has said, internet is becoming the town square for the global village of tomorrow. So, like always say that the world has shrunk to the size of an orange. We have the world in our hand. It's a smartphone we have. We can do everything over our palm. So when the digital connectivity is so important, that it's even more important to have the digital connectivity to the remotest place of our region where we all can benefit out of it. Because today, even if you are not able to go to a good institution to study, but if you have a digital connectivity, you can go through our online classes. Likewise, for every aspect, we feel that it's one of the most important things. So we will be discussing how to get the digital connectivity to the remotest corner of the northeastern state in the larger interest of the country, because security of the northeastern state is very strategic for the security of our country. We are on the forefront, so we need to be more secure to secure our nation. And when it comes to road, we all know John F. Kennedy has said, he said, American roads are not good because America is rich. America is rich because American roads are good. So this is the significance of having a good road network for overall development of a place. So these are the few things which we'll be discussing in these 2 days of plenary session to be held here. And I'm hopeful every member will give a lot of good inputs which will help us document. And like Honorable Deputy Chairman Rajya Sabha has said, whatever we discuss, he makes it a point that he tells people there in the helm of affair, people who are in the center, to know about the northeastern states problem. So with this few words, not taking much of time, I would like to once again thank Honorable Chief Minister, Honorable Speaker for hosting the conference here and giving a huge impetus to our endeavor to bring all the northeastern state on the one platform to discuss issues which are concerning our northeastern state. And with the presence of Honorable Speaker Lok Sabha and Honorable Deputy Chairman Rajya Sabha, our voice will be heard at the national level. This is my expectation, and I'm sure, and I'm pretty much sure that Honorable Speaker and Honorable Deputy Chairman Rajya Sabha will be our ambassador and will be our messenger to the central leadership. And this will help us in taking Northeast further ahead and making us at par with the mainland India. Thank you so much.
Honorable Speaker of Lok Sabha, Shri Om Birla Ji, Honorable Speaker of the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly, Shri Thomas A. Sangma Ji, Honorable Deputy Chairman, Rajya Sabha, Shri Harivansh Narayan Singh Ji, the CPA India Region Zone 3 Chairman, Shri Pasang D. Sona Ji, all the respected honorable speakers who are present out here, all the deputy speakers, all my cabinet colleagues, and all the cabinet ministers from different parts of the Northeast, all our respected MLAs, our Secretary General of the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, and all the other officials who are present out here today. A very warm and cordial afternoon to all the distinguished guests gathered here today, and a heartfelt welcome to our beautiful state of Meghalaya. On behalf of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, India Region Zone 3, the state of Meghalaya is honored to host the 20th annual conference of CPA here in Shillong. On this occasion, we are honored to have Shri Om Birla Ji, the Honorable Speaker of Lok Sabha and CPA India Regional Chairperson in our midst. On behalf of the people of Meghalaya, the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, and all of us present here today, I extend a warm welcome to you.
Founded in 1911, the CPA is one of the oldest organizations in the Commonwealth. This association brings together its members with a shared commitment to promote the rule of law and pursue the ideals of parliamentary democracy. The association has a unique distinction of bringing together a large number of parliamentarians to promote knowledge of the constitutional, legislative, economic, social and cultural aspects of parliamentary democracy and of matters that pertain specially to the 8 Northeast states which are from CPA India Region Zone 3. The Northeast region, with its rich and unique culture, language, biodiversity, is now touted as the gateway to new opportunities and acts as a potential hub for India's trade relation with ASEAN nations. It possesses tremendous economic growth potential to bring India as a regional and global power. The region is a tranquil, timeless image of green hills which often conceals the region's predicaments. Through our shared efforts, we have been able to continuously tackle these issues and work in collaboration to emerge as the nation's powerhouse. This brings us to our key themes for today's discussion. Number 1, natural disasters and strategies for management with special reference to Northeast region, and 2, regional connectivity to bring Northeast region at par with mainland India. Our geographical location in a high seismic zone and mountainous terrain, coupled with the effects of climate change, leave our region prone to natural disasters such as floods, landslides, cyclones, droughts, and earthquakes. Heavy floods, landslides, cyclone droughts, and occasional earthquakes have now become regular occurrences. These calamities are always a setback to the pace of development, something that we need to encounter with a resolute determination and an effective response mechanism. This reminds me of the recent floods in the Garo Hills, where a timely and coherent approach was taken involving the government agencies, private sector organizations, non-profit, faith-based organizations, and volunteers. Their combined efforts resulted in a well-organized mechanism of channelizing the available resources to cope with the disaster and coordinating the roles and responsibilities of responders in an effective manner. Our community institutions have to be similarly empowered so that they can act as first responders to save lives in any disaster. We need to document and study the impact of climate change so that we can make predictive models to understand how changing weather patterns can impact our fragile ecosystems. I have, in the recently concluded G20 summit on Nature Solves, advocated for setting up a Center of Climate Change in the state of Meghalaya. The center can be a regional hub of excellence, gathering climate data and designing strategies for the entire Northeast region. The Meghalaya government is coordinating with the Northeast Space Application Center, Department of Space, Government of India, for an early warning alert system for cyclone, landslides, flood, and lightning. The state government has also decided to use drone technology in disaster management and its mitigation. Our approach towards minimizing the effects of climate change encompasses comprehensive risk assessments, early warning systems, public education, and strict infrastructure standards. Preserving the ecosystem, establishing disaster response plans, pre-positioning resources, and fostering collaboration are essential. We are also building capacities involving communities and preparing for post-disaster recovery plan and continuously improving our plans based on lessons learned and advancements to ensure a proactive response, reducing the impact of disasters on lives, property, and the environment. Although our location has been creating hurdles to the pace of our development, but it also holds significant importance in terms of strategic, cultural, economic, and ecological aspects, leading to development of trade and commerce with ASEAN countries. This plays a vital role in improving the socio-economic condition of the states of Northeast. I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to the Honorable Prime Minister and the Government of India for the various strategies, policy interventions, initiatives like Gati Shakti, Udan, infrastructure developments for the Northeast region. There are huge investments being made in key sectors like tourism, infrastructure, logistics, food processing, and others, which are making this region a preferred investment destination. This brings me to the second topic of today's discussion, regional connectivity to bring Northeast region at par with mainland India. Northeast India is positioned to serve the Government of India's strategic vision encompassed in the Act East policy. The region has abundant deposits of oil, natural gas, coal, and limestone, and a sizable proportion of land under cultivation. Among the countries with which it shares a border, the majority of Northeast India's trade is with Bangladesh, while its trade with other neighboring countries such as Bhutan and Myanmar mostly occur through border points located outside the region. Meghalaya acts as a land bridge for India's participation in institutional forums, including the Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral Technical and Economic Cooperation and the South Asia Sub-Regional Economic Cooperation Program. Leveraging upon its link with Bangladesh, Meghalaya has been focusing on improving trade activities at the border area. As part of this effort, border infrastructure shall be improved by establishing more integrated checkpoints along with land custom station and border huts. In this direction, road connectivity along the Dauki-Bholaganj Road and Tura-Dalu Road are also being improved. We also are establishing integrated checkposts and border huts to promote economic activities. Through PMGSY, over 4,200 kilometers of rural roads have been constructed across the state. Through PM Gati Shakti, we are already connecting key economic hubs in the state. In line with this, we are soon going to launch a new scheme to connect every single habitation in Meghalaya with roads. Currently, 18 major road projects are being implemented to connect Meghalaya with other states. We are even in process of establishing a direct link with West Bengal through Mahendraganj Hilly Road. This will reduce a distance of 600 kilometers to just 85 kilometers and will foster trade and commerce. Today, with around 10,000 passengers every month, the Shillong Airport is directly connected to Delhi, Kolkata, Aizawl, Agartala, Imphal, Dimapur, Dibrugarh, and Guwahati. With the help of Government of India, we are now taking steps to upgrade the Shillong Airport to accommodate bigger flights. We have additionally requested the Ministry of Civil Aviation to declare the Shillong Airport as an international airport to improve direct connectivity with countries bordering the Northeast states, which will greatly boost the Act East policy. Thanks to the Government of India, under the Act East policy, several projects funded by the Ministry of External Affairs have been undertaken to connect Northeast states with neighboring countries like Myanmar and Bangladesh. This even includes the development of an economic corridor. Playing to the regional strength, industry and government partnership can scale up development of the region while maintaining the right balance and mitigating the threats that have existed traditionally. Adopting learnings from small countries of Europe and Asia that have significantly lifted up their economy with limited resources while protecting the flora and fauna shall take the Northeast region's regional economy to higher levels. An integrated approach, greater cooperation at regional and local levels are essential for this development. I believe that a shared vision of costs and benefits through strategic planning and infrastructure interventions are key strengths for the development of the region. As we embark on this two-day conference, I envision a vibrant and intense exchange of views, knowledge, and experiences. We have great opportunities facing us despite the numerous challenges. With the support of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association members, we will channelize our focus areas by complying and following the decisions and resolutions that will be adopted in the conference. I will close my speech in the lines of Bernadette Devlin, former Member of Parliament of the United Kingdom. My function in life is not to be a politician in Parliament, it is to get something done, unquote. And I'm sure this is the driving force for each of us here in this conference today. Once again, my best wishes for the success of this 20th annual conference of Commonwealth Parliamentary Association Conference. Thank you, Kublai, Matela, and Jai Hind.
आदरणीय स्पीकर लोकसभा श्री ओम बिरला जी, मेघालय के माननीय मुख्यमंत्री श्री कोनराड संगमा जी, अरुणाचल प्रदेश विधानसभा के माननीय स्पीकर एवं CPA इंडिया जोन 3 के चेयरमैन माननीय श्री प्रशांत सोना जी, मेघालय विधानसभा के माननीय स्पीकर श्री थॉमस संगमा जी, नॉर्थ ईस्ट रीजन के माननीय स्पीकर एवं डिप्टी स्पीकरगण, मेघालय सरकार के माननीय मंत्रीगण, विधायकगण, इस रीजन की विधानसभाओं के माननीय सदस्य एवं अधिकारीगण, लोकसभा के सेक्रेटरी जनरल उत्पल कुमार सिंह जी, लोकसभा राज्यसभा के अधिकारीगण, मीडिया के मित्रगण, डिस्टिंग्विश्ड डेलीगेट्स एंड लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, हमारे लिए व्यक्तिगत खुशी की बात है कि CPA इंडिया जोन की तीसरी यहाँ पर यह 20वीं कॉन्फ्रेंस में मुझे भाग लेने का मौका मिल रहा है। इस कॉन्फ्रेंस को बहुत ग्रेसियसली होस्ट करने के लिए मेघालय लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली के स्पीकर साहब को बहुत धन्यवाद। माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी, यहाँ की सरकार और अधिकारियों का विशेष धन्यवाद, क्योंकि उन्होंने इतनी सुंदर व्यवस्था की और ये इतना सुंदर प्रदेश है कि हम सबका यहाँ रुकना बहुत ही आनंद से भरपूर है, इसलिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। मैं जब यहाँ खड़ा हूँ तो देश के हमारे पूर्व स्पीकर और सिर्फ मेघालय के या मेघालय की राजनीति के बड़े दिग्गज नहीं, देश की राजनीति के दिग्गज PA संगमा साहब की याद आ रही है। इस CPA या कॉमनवेल्थ चैप्टर को हिंदुस्तान में और इस रीजन में बढ़ाने में उनका उल्लेखनीय योगदान तो रहा ही, पर सदन के संचालन में प्रिजाइडिंग ऑफिसर के रूप में उन्होंने बहुत एक नया तौर तरीका जो हम सब के लिए अपनाया, देखा, आज भी प्रेरक है। मेघालय दरअसल हिंदी में 2 शब्दों से बना है, मेघ और आलय, यानी इट मीन्स द एबोर्ड ऑफ क्लाउड्स। गुवाहाटी से शिलोंग तक की यात्रा और बगल में उमियम झील को देखना, सचमुच इसके प्राकृतिक सौंदर्य को जानना और मनोहर पूर्ण दृश्यों को देखना इस राज्य में आने से पहले ही एहसास कराती है कितना सुंदर राज्य है, प्रकृति ने कितना बेहतर बनाया है। और अभी आपने माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी को सुना, उनका विजन और जिस तरीके से अनेक योजनाएं केंद्र सरकार के साथ मिलकर वो आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं, निश्चित रूप से आने वाले वर्षों में यह राज्य देश के सर्वश्रेष्ठ राज्यों में से एक होगा। मैं दशकों से, डिकेड से मैं नॉर्थ ईस्ट आता रहा हूं, पर पिछले 14 के बाद जो बड़े चेंजेस हमें इस इलाके में देखने को मिलते हैं वो बड़े रिमार्केबल है। और अभी आपने माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी से सुना भी, अभी माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी बता रहे थे बाहर में नई असेंबली कैसे यहां बन रही, और अनेक अर्बनाइजेशन के इस कदर सुंदर ढंग से प्लान बन रहे हैं कि जिन हिली एरियाज में आप जाएंगे, बड़े शहरों में अर्बनाइजेशन का संकट एक अलग तौर से दिखाई देता है। लेकिन आने वाले कुछ वर्षों में यहाँ जिस तरह की इंस्टीट्यूशन बिल्डिंग, सड़कों के निर्माण और अर्बन प्लानिंग की चीजें हो रही हैं, वो निश्चित रूप से देश में नहीं दुनिया में जो हिली रीजन्स के बड़े शहर हैं जहां बहुत अधिक टूरिस्ट आते हैं उनके लिए एक रोल मॉडल होगा। द इम्प्रूव्ड कनेक्टिविटी बिटवीन गुवाहाटी टू शिलोंग बाय रोड वाज अनइमेजिनेबल बिफोर। मैं पहले आया हूं माननीय स्पीकर साहब, लगभग जर्नलिस्ट के तौर पर 15-20 वर्ष पहले गुवाहाटी से यहां आना बहुत अधिक समय लगता था। आज यह यात्रा बहुत सुगम हुई है, कुछ दिनों में और बहुत बेहतर हो जाएगी। मैं सीपीए की नॉर्थ ईस्ट रीजन की कॉन्फ्रेंसेस के बारे में उल्लेख करना चाहूंगा। आई मस्ट कॉन्ग्रेचुलेट एंड अप्रिशिएट श्री पसांग सोना जी एंड एवरी प्रिजाइडिंग ऑफिसर ऑफ द नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न जोन who have taken initiative in keeping CPA Zone 3 among the most active regions in the Commonwealth Parliament India chapter. Consistently engaging in a constructive dialogue on various subjects is the basis of a strengthening democratic values and setting the path of progress ahead. हर सम्मेलन में रिमार्केबल चीज मैं आपको जो मैंने समझाया बताऊं कि हर स्पीकर्स और डिप्टी स्पीकर्स ने बड़े बहुमूल्य सुझाव और योगदान दिए, हर स्पीकर ने दिया है। इनका असर होता है कि पॉलिसीज इंप्लीमेंटेशन के दौरान एजेंडा सेट करने में रास्ता बहुत क्लियर होता है। इट रिफ्लेक्ट्स आवर कमिटमेंट टू फाइंडिंग कलेक्टिव सॉल्यूशंस टू द कॉम्प्लेक्स चैलेंजेस फेस्ड बाय आवर पीपल बोथ ऑन लोकल एंड नेशनल स्केल। It is not just the presiding officers, even the Honorable Chief Ministers have played an important role in keeping the conversation vibrant and meaningful. In many of my visits here, the Honorable Chief Ministers have dedicated their valuable time to be a part of the broader conversation as well. 2022 में ईटानगर में हुई कॉन्फ्रेंस में हमने नॉर्थ ईस्ट रीजन की चुनौतियों और इंडिजिनियस पॉलिसीज को प्रमोट करने के विषयों पर चर्चा की। Early this year in February at Gangtok conference, we discussed citizens' engagement alongside challenges for youth, such as drug abuse and cyberbullying. और यहाँ जिन दो विषयों पर हम चर्चा करने जा रहे हैं, ये सारे विषय आप देखें नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न स्टेट्स के लिए सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट और रेलिवेंट टॉपिक, उन पे हम डिबेट करते हैं। I commend the organizers that these two topics here which is going to be discussed, natural disasters and strategies for management and regional connectivity to mainland India, have been chosen for discussion of this conference. They are of utmost importance. While these appear as two different subjects, they are bound by a common question that looms large for India as well as the entire world. It is about the emphasis on economic growth and balancing it with protecting the biodiversity of the region. An unchecked and unregulated investment in exploiting the resources naturally has a negative impact through increased intensity of flood erosion and landslides. Among other such disasters, in many ways, sustainable development is the underlying theme. Northeastern region देश के जोग्राफिकल एरिया का लगभग 8% है, लेकिन भारत के फॉरेस्ट कवर का लगभग 1/4, 20 to 25%. The country benefits from its rich biodiversity. देश को ऑक्सीजन का अगर कहें हार्ट तो ये इलाका है हमारा. While we call floods, landslides and cyclones as natural disaster, by now that there is a sizable component of man-made activities that have led to some of these unforeseen weather changes. These disasters not only cause physical damage but also deeply impact the social fabric and economic stability of communities. Furthermore, the rich biodiversity of the northeast region with its unique and endemic flora and fauna suffers significant harm. हम इस मानसून में नेचुरल डिसास्टर को बढ़ते हुए देख रहे हैं. यही समय है कि हम डिसास्टर मैनेजमेंट के मुद्दे को आगे की चैलेंज के लिए तैयार करने के लिए एक फ्रेश आउटलुक तय करें. I would like to mention, during the meeting with state ministers related to disaster management last month, Honorable Home Minister emphasized zero loss of life during natural disasters. Embracing the Honorable Prime Minister's 10-point agenda for disaster risk reduction can significantly enhance our nation's resilience and preparedness in the face of disasters. पूरे देश के स्तर पे डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट में 2014 के बाद रिमार्केबल स्ट्रेटजी बनी है विथ विजन. Empowering local communities with knowledge, resources and early warning systems is also crucial for their safety and resilience during difficult times. Though these efforts, we can better protect our people, infrastructure and natural resources. And ravages of disasters, further the impact of climate change and natural disasters are even among the northeastern states as well, which calls for greater focus on state action plans. It is important to note that planning for disaster management is no more an isolated policy, but has to feature in the broader plans to tackle climate change in every state. While we have the concept of state action plans on climate change, these plans need to be regularly revisited to account for the latest scientific evidence. और आपने सुना कैसे साइंटिफिक और नए इंस्टीट्यूशंस यहाँ इसरो वगैरह के माध्यम से माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी की परिकल्पना है और वो आकार ले रही हैं. While the increasing frequency of natural disasters, it is imperative to plan the financing of climate action plans as well. मुझे यकीन है अगले 2 दिनों में इन विषयों पर गहराई से चर्चा होगी. I am hopeful that the ideas shared by members here will spark further conversation among respective state governments as well. Meghalaya, an entire northeast region, hold immense cultural, geographical and historical significance. While India has experienced impressive economic growth in recent decades, I would like to mention, under Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi, there is an increased focus on making northeastern states an integral part of India's development policy. और माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी ने बड़े विस्तार से उल्लेख किया मेघालय के संदर्भ में. The government's main focus has been on expanding and upgrading road networks, facilitating a smooth movement of goods and people. As of December 2022, 4,121 kilometers of road projects have been completed, and another 7,545 kilometers are in progress, positioning the Northeast as a vital gateway to Southeast Asia. Additionally, railway and air travel in the region have undergone substantial modernization. एक्ट इस पॉलिसी के तहत भारत सरकार ने जितना एम्फेसिस यहाँ दिया है वो रिमार्केबल है और आने वाले दिनों में और अभी उसके परिणाम दिख रहे हैं. द मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ सिविल एविएशन रीजनल कनेक्टिविटी स्कीम उड़ान, उड़े देश का आम नागरिक, प्रायोरिटाइज इनहेंसिंग रीजनल एयर कनेक्टिविटी, मेकिंग एयर ट्रेवल मोर अफोर्डेबल. Currently, 17 airports are operational in this region, a significant increase from just 9 in 2014, almost double. Railway. A few years back, rail connectivity to the hilly terrain of northeast region was unthinkable. On the railways front, I am glad that alongside the focus on better investment in improving connectivity, the northeastern region finds a special mention. The railways in the last 9 years have spent over 50,000 crore in the region. The railways in the last 9 years have spent over 50,000 crore in the region on laying new railway lines and building bridges, tunnels, etc., and has sanctioned new projects worth nearly 80,000 crores. This focus on capital expenditure has ensured that the capital connectivity project that aims to connect all northeast state capitals is reality now. Early this year, the Ministry of Tourism also launched the Bharat Gaurav train to promote tourism on wheels in this region. These infrastructure initiatives extend far beyond physical connectivity. They foster greater economic integration by bridging gap between regions and states, providing businesses access to larger markets and new trade opportunities. This boosts commercial activity, attracts investment, and catalyzes the growth of ancillary industry and services, creating job opportunities and improving livelihoods. There is no doubt that greater decentralization and better planning at the state level are key to addressing the diverse challenges each state faces. For economic growth to sustain, we must ensure that there is sustained dialogue among stakeholders to maintain peace in all regions. Economic growth can only prosper in times of peace and certainty. This can only be ensured through political dialogues like these and better engagement with the citizens. मैं प्लेनरी सेशन में पार्टिसिपेट करने और ऑनरेबल मेंबर्स के विचार सुनने के लिए बहुत उत्सुक हूं। इस वाइब्रेंट रीजन की प्रोग्रेस और प्रॉस्पेरिटी के लिए कलेक्टिवली वायबल सॉल्यूशंस हम सब मिलकर ढूंढेंगे, ये हमारा विश्वास है। एज वी embark on our journey towards global leadership during our G20 presidency, we are committed to leaving no region untouched. Our vision for progress includes every corner of our beloved country, including the Northeast region, to build a stronger and more vibrant India. आप सुनते होंगे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी कहते हैं कि इस अमृत काल में आने वाले 25 वर्षों का हमारा सपना क्या है। निश्चित रूप से यह रीजन 25 वर्षों में देश के ही नहीं बल्कि दुनिया का एक मॉडल बनेगा। मेरा विश्वास है हम सब मिलकर इस मौजूदा परिस्थिति में पॉजिटिव चेंजेज ला सकते हैं और इस तरह के कॉन्फ्रेंसेस डायलॉग से जो विमर्श से चीज़ें निकलती हैं उनको आगे ले जा सकते हैं। मेरा विश्वास है ये 2 दिन का कॉन्फ्रेंस बहुत बेहतर तरीके से होगा और हमें आगे बढ़ने के लिए बड़े सकारात्मक सुझाव मिलेंगे। मैं आयोजकों का पुनः उन्हें धन्यवाद देता हूं। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
राष्ट्रमंडल संसदीय संघ जोन 3 CPA रीजन 3 के इस सम्मेलन में इस राज्य के मुख्यमंत्री श्री कॉनराड एस संगमा जी, राज्यसभा के डिप्टी चेयरमैन डॉक्टर हरवंश जी, मेघालय के स्पीकर श्री थॉमस ए संगमा जी, CPA रीजन 3 के चेयरमैन श्री PD सोना जी, नॉर्थ ईस्ट उत्तर पूर्व राज्यों के माननीय स्पीकरगण, डिप्टी स्पीकरगण, राज्यों के मंत्रीगण, माननीय विधायकगण, लोकसभा के सेक्रेटरी जनरल उत्पल कुमार सिंह जी, लोकसभा के अधिकारी, विधानसभा के अधिकारी, पत्रकार साथियों, CPA जोन 3 जो एक सबसे सक्रिय रीजन है, जहां अभी तक 20 से ज़्यादा कॉन्फ्रेंस यहाँ पर अलग अलग राज्यों में हुई, अलग अलग विषयों पर हुई, मुद्दों पर हुई, वर्तमान भविष्य की चुनौतियों के लिए हुई। इसके लिए मैं CPA रीजन के पदाधिकारी, विशेष रूप से चेयरपर्सन PD सोना जी को बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं देता हूं, बधाई देता हूं। इसकी शुरुआत हमारे माननीय लोकसभा स्पीकर इस राज्य के मुख्यमंत्री, जिन्होंने भारत की संसद की परंपराएं, परिपाटियों की एक नई दिशा दी और एक चुनौतीपूर्ण तरीके से इस राज्य की समस्याओं का समाधान भी किया और देश के लोकतंत्र को एक दिशा देने का काम किया। स्वर्गीय पीएस संगमा जी का योगदान इस देश के संसदीय लोकतंत्र में हमेशा याद रखा जाएगा और जो उन्होंने उच्च कोटि की संसदीय परंपराएं, परिपाटियां, श्रेष्ठ पद्धतियां सदन में के माध्यम से सदन की कार्रवाई चलाई, आज उनकी श्रेष्ठ परंपराएं मुझे भी मार्गदर्शन देने का काम करती है, क्योंकि वह सदन जब चलाते थे मुस्कुराते हुए सभी पक्षों को साथ लेकर एक निर्वाध और निष्पक्ष रूप में उनकी भूमिका इस संसदीय लोकतंत्र में हमेशा आजाद रखी। और सीपीए जोन 3 के अंदर भी उनकी शुरुआत और किस तरीके से नॉर्थ ईस्ट के रीजन के सभी चुने हुए जनप्रतिनिधि, स्पीकर आपस में बैठकर चर्चा करें, संवाद करें, विचार विमर्श करें और उस चुनौतियों को समाधान करने का रास्ता चर्चा, संवाद, बेस्ट प्रैक्टिस से समाधान करने का प्रयास करें। मुझे खुशी है कि आज 20वीं कॉन्फ्रेंस मेघालय में हो रही है। मेघालय, शिलांग, जो अपने आप में एक प्राकृतिक सौंदर्य लिए हुआ, देश की सबसे ज्यादा बरसात जिस राज्य के अंदर होती है चेरापूंजी में, बादलों का घर, लेकिन अभी गर्मी है, मौसम परिवर्तनशील है और इस मौसम परिवर्तन को हम देख रहे हैं और इस मौसम परिवर्तन से होने वाली आपदा, चुनौतियों का समाधान निकालने के लिए हम सब यहां पर विचार विमर्श करेंगे, चर्चा करेंगे कि जो प्राकृतिक रूप से जो नया संकट जलवायु परिवर्तन का आया है, उसके लिए क्या समाधान निकाला जाए और जलवायु परिवर्तन के कारण जो प्राकृतिक आपदा की चुनौतियां आएगी, उन चुनौतियों के लिए हमारी कैसी तैयारी हो, कैसे उसका समाधान हो, क्या क्या चुनौती मानव के कारण हो रही है, क्या क्या चुनौती प्रकृति की छेड़छाड़ के कारण हो रही है। इन सारे विषयों पर हम चर्चा और संवाद करेंगे और इसीलिए लोकतंत्र के अंदर चर्चा और संवाद, विचार विमर्श, उससे हमने हर चुनौतियों का समाधान किया है। इस 75 वर्ष की लोकतंत्र की यात्रा में हमने देश की हर चुनौतियों, आपदा, संकट, सामाजिक आर्थिक परिवर्तन, विकास के नए रास्ते, अपने अपने राज्य की नीतियों, कार्यक्रमों को बनाकर हमने एक बेहतर संसदीय परंपराओं को लागू किया है और जो हमारे मूल में है, लोकतंत्र हमारे मूल के स्वभाव में है, हमारे कार्यक्रम में है, हमारे विचार में है, और इसीलिए हमने इन चर्चा संवाद से ही देश को इस प्रगति की ओर ले जाने का काम किया है। और इसीलिए आज जो हमारे सामने दो विषय रखे गए हैं, प्राकृतिक आपदाएं और उसके प्रबंधन और रणनीति की चुनौतियां, दूसरा विषय इस नॉर्थ ईस्ट रीजन को किस तरीके से हम बेहतर कनेक्टिविटी से यहां के संसाधनों का, यहां की प्रकृति का, यहां के कृषि उत्पादन का, यहां की मानवीय सेवाओं का बेहतरीन उपयोग कर कर अपने अपने राज्य की नई विकास की अवधारणा रखें। ये बात सही है कि दुनिया जलवायु परिवर्तन से चिंतित है, लेकिन हमने उस जलवायु परिवर्तन के अंदर दुनिया से एक कदम आगे बढ़कर इतना बड़ा देश, इतनी विविधता वाला देश, विकास के नए आयाम को प्राप्त करने वाला देश, लेकिन विकास के साथ हमने प्राकृतिक संतुलन बनाकर हमने विकास की कार्य योजना बनाई है। और इसीलिए हमने जो विकास का मॉडल बनाया है, उस विकास के मॉडल में कहीं ना कहीं हमारे मूल स्वभाव में ही प्रकृति के नजदीक रहना हमारा मूल स्वभाव रहा है। हमारी लाइफ ऑफ स्टाइल भी प्रकृति के अनुकूल रही है। प्रकृति को हमने पूजा है, सूर्य की पूजा की है, जल की पूजा की है, धरती की पूजा की है, पेड़ की पूजा की है। हमारा एक आध्यात्मिक जुड़ाव भी प्रकृति से रहा है। इसलिए बदलते समय के अंदर इन चुनौतियों से मुकाबला करने में हमारे मूल स्वभाव से हम निश्चित रूप से इस जलवायु परिवर्तन की चुनौतियों का समाधान भी निकलेंगे। और जो प्राकृतिक आपदाएं आती है, उन प्राकृतिक आपदाओं के प्रबंधन में भी हम बदलते परिप्रेक्ष्य के अंदर अपने अपने राज्यों के अंदर भी और देश के अंदर भी प्राकृतिक आपदाओं के प्रबंधन में हमने नई टेक्नोलॉजी का प्रयोग करते हुए और मानव संसाधन का ठीक से उपयोग करते हुए हमने उसकी प्रबंधन की योजना भी बनाई है। जब आप 2 दिन चर्चा करेंगे तो इस विषय पर चर्चा करेंगे कि हम किस तरीके से जो हमारी पर्यावरणीय चुनौतियां हैं उसको हम कैसे समाधान कर सकते हैं, प्राकृतिक आपदा की जोखिम को कैसे न्यूनतम कर सकते हैं और प्राकृतिक आपदा आने के बाद किस तरीके से बेहतर प्रबंध कर सकते हैं। उसके लिए जो आप 2 दिन तक चर्चा संवाद करेंगे और चर्चा संवाद के साथ जो बेहतर परिणाम आएंगे, उससे राज्य भी अपनी नीतियां बनाएगा, कार्यक्रम बनाएगा, योजना बनाएगा और केंद्र सरकार भी राज्यों की भौगोलिक स्थिति को देखते हुए राज्य की प्राकृतिक आपदाओं को देखते हुए राज्य और केंद्र मिलकर एक ऐसे सिस्टम योजना बनाएगा जिससे हर गांव का व्यक्ति भी प्राकृतिक आपदाओं का मुकाबला कर सके, चुनौतियों से लड़ सके। और इसीलिए प्रधानमंत्री जी के 10 एजेंडे के अंदर हमने हमारी स्थानीय क्षमताओं के विकास पर, टेक्नोलॉजी पर और जो हमारी पूर्ति हमारे विचारों में, हमारे कार्यों में जो रही है प्राकृतिक आपदाओं से रोकने की कार्य योजना, उसको भी ठीक की है। और निश्चित रूप से दूसरा विशेष राज्यों के लिए बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है। नॉर्थ ईस्ट भारत का एक महत्वपूर्ण हिस्सा है। ये धरती एक ऐसी धरती है जहां का मानव संसाधन कुशल है, जहां का मानव संसाधन दुनिया में नेतृत्व करने की क्षमता रखता है, यहां का मानव संसाधन शिक्षा, संस्कार और प्रकृति के नजदीक वाला मानव संसाधन है। और इसका श्रेष्ठतम उपयोग कैसे हो, देश में उनकी श्रेष्ठिक सेवाओं को कैसे दें। हमारा जो नौजवान जो सामर्थ्य से, बौद्धिक क्षमता से, इनोवेशन से नई सामर्थ्य शक्ति रखता है, दुनिया के अंदर भारत में हमारे नौजवानों की सामर्थ्य और शक्ति के कारण आज भारत का गौरव सम्मान बढ़ा है। उसमें नॉर्थ ईस्ट के नौजवानों की बहुत बड़ी भूमिका है। और इसीलिए जब कनेक्टिविटी बेटर होगी तो निश्चित रूप से हम बेहतर कनेक्टिविटी से आर्थिक संसाधनों का विकास कर पाएंगे, हमारी प्रकृति को साथ संतुलन बिठाकर हम एग्रीकल्चर के अंदर प्राकृतिक खेती के रूप में, ये प्रदेश अपने आप में, कई राज्य तो 100% प्राकृतिक खेती करते हैं और प्राकृतिक खेती आज की आवश्यकता हो गई है। और इसलिए प्राकृतिक खेती के रूप में यहाँ की उपज, यहाँ की औषधियाँ, यहाँ की कला, यहाँ की संस्कृति, यहाँ की हस्तकला, इन सब का हम बेहतरीन उपयोग जब कर पाएंगे जब हमारी कनेक्टिविटी नजदीक बेहतर होगी। इसलिए पीएम गति शक्ति योजना के तहत माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने देश में एक योजना बनाई है कि एक छत के नीचे चाहे रोड कनेक्टिविटी हो, चाहे रेल कनेक्टिविटी हो, चाहे एयर कनेक्टिविटी हो, चाहे जल मार्ग हो, इन सब बुनियादी ढांचों का एक साथ मिलकर विकास किया जाए। जो प्रदेश इन बुनियादी ढांचों से पीछे रह गए हैं उनको एक विकसित राज्यों के समकक्ष खड़ा किया जाए। और इसीलिए जब आप चर्चा करेंगे तो अलग अलग राज्यों के जनप्रतिनिधियों के जो सदन में चर्चा हुई है, संवाद हुई है कि हम कैसे बेटर कनेक्टिविटी को कर सकते हैं, कैसे रोड कनेक्टिविटी बेटर हो सकती है, एयर कनेक्टिविटी बेटर हो सकती है, रेल कनेक्टिविटी बेटर हो सकती है। इसमें जो विचार आपने जनप्रतिनिधियों के सुने, सदनों में सुने, उनको एक साथ मिलकर सीपीए रीजन में चर्चा होगी तो हम बेहतर कनेक्टिविटी से इन प्रदेशों के आर्थिक और सामाजिक परिवर्तन में बहुत बड़ा योगदान इस सीपीए की कॉन्फ्रेंस के माध्यम से दे पाएंगे। और इसीलिए मेरा आप लोगों से निवेदन है कि जब हमारी चर्चा हो, संवाद हो, उसमें राज्य की कनेक्टिविटी हो और देश के अन्य राज्यों से भी कैसे कनेक्टिविटी हो, एक बेहतर विकल्प भी हमें देना चाहिए ताकि जब कोई सरकार नीतियां बनाए, पॉलिसीज बनाए, विकास की योजनाएं बनाए, उसके अंदर सीपीए जोन के अंदर जो चर्चा संवाद हुए, जो हमने चर्चा संवाद में जो निष्कर्ष निकले, वह इनकी विकास की योजनाओं के अंदर महत्वपूर्ण हिस्सा काम करे और इस पेपर के माध्यम से वह कनेक्टिविटी की योजना बनाते समय आपके विचारों के संवादों का अधिकतम उपयोग करें। इसलिए मुझे याद है भारत के प्रधानमंत्री जी बार बार एक ही बात कहते थे कि उत्तर पूर्व क्षेत्र का विकसित होना भारत के लिए अति आवश्यक है और उसको बराबर लाना हम सबका दृढ़ निश्चय है। हम चाहते हैं 140 करोड़ जनता चाहती है कि देश का हर राज्य का विकास हो, और राज्य का विकास जब होगा जब हम सामूहिक प्रयास करेंगे, सामूहिक हमारी कार्य संस्कृति होगी, सामूहिकता के साथ काम करेंगे। मुझे याद है यहाँ के राज्य के मुख्यमंत्री भी लगातार जब दिल्ली में आते हैं तो एक ही विचार रखते हैं कि हम हमारे राज्य के विकास के अंदर नॉर्थ ईस्ट के सब राज्यों के विकास को साथ लेकर चलें, और ये मूल भावना इस सीपीए रीजन की भी है। इसलिए मुझे खुशी है कि कई राज्यों ने यहां पर कनेक्टिविटी के बारे में भी बेहतर योजना से काम किया है, और जो हमारे सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल थे उसके विषय के अंदर भी, एसडीजी के विषय में भी लगातार चर्चा और संवाद से कई राज्यों ने विकास के उन मापदंडों में सबसे अग्रिम पंक्ति पर खड़ा करने का काम किया है। उसी के साथ विकास के मोर्चे पर जब 1920 का हम देखते हैं, सीएस और डेटा देखते हैं, तो हमें पता चलता है कि पूर्व के कई राज्यों ने राष्ट्रीय विकास के आंकड़ों को भी पार करने का काम किया है। और इसी तरीके से चाहे मिजोरम राज्य हो चाहे अन्य राज्य हो, जिस तरीके से उन्होंने लगातार विकास की गति को आगे बढ़ाया है, आज वो विकास की गति के अंदर भारत के अग्रणी अन्य राज्यों के समकक्ष खड़े हो चुके हैं। और इसीलिए ये क्षेत्र की बहुत बड़ी भूमिका है। जो मैंने पहले बताया कि एग्रीकल्चर के सेक्टर में, हस्तशिला के क्षेत्र में कोई क्षेत्र नहीं जिस क्षेत्र के अंदर नॉर्थ ईस्ट के राज्यों की भूमिका नहीं हो। केवल उनका ठीक से उपयोग करना, प्रकृति के संतुलन बनाकर उसका उपभोग करना और उसको प्रकृति के अनुकूल बनाकर उसके विकास की योजना बनाना, यह हमारे लिए बहुत स्वर्णिम अवसर है और इस अवसर का हमें लाभ उठाने की आवश्यकता है। और इसी के साथ मेरे मन में हमेशा मन में पीड़ा रहती है कि अभी पिछले दिनों जो कुछ भी राज्य में घटनाएं घटी है वो मानवीयता के तौर पर और सामाजिक तौर पर कोई अच्छी घटनाएं नहीं है। वह हम सबको पीड़ा देती है। सारा समाज, सारा राज्य, सारा देश शांति के रास्ते पर चले, हम शांति बहाली हो, यह हम सबका प्रयास होना चाहिए। शांति से ही राज्य और देश की समृद्धि होती है। और इसीलिए मानवीय तौर पर भी हम सब शांति की अपील करते हैं और कोशिश करते हैं कि हमारे किसी भी विषय के कारण किसी को पीड़ा न पहुंचे। यह हमारी संस्कृति का हिस्सा रहा है और इस संस्कृति के हिस्से को हम सबको मिलकर सामूहिकता के साथ प्रयास करने की आवश्यकता है। और इसीलिए मैं पुनः आज यहाँ पर यहाँ के स्पीकर थॉमस ए संगमा जी को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ, यहाँ के राज्य के मुख्यमंत्री जी को और इस सीपीए जोन 3 के चेयरमैन पीडी सोना जी को भी कि एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण विषयों पर आपने यहाँ पर इस सम्मेलन को रखा है। जो चर्चा होगी, संवाद होगा, जो विचार विमर्श होगा और उसके जो निष्कर्ष निकलेंगे वो निश्चित रूप से राज्यों के विकास की योजना बनाने में, देश के विकास और नीतियां बनाने में महत्वपूर्ण होंगे। आप सबको बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं, बहुत बहुत बधाई।
Honorable delegates, members, a tea party has been arranged for Honorable Speaker Lok Sabha and Deputy Chairman Rajya Sabha, and felicitating them in the annex hall. So all are kindly invited to join. Separate arrangements are made for officers and media in their respective rooms. We will adjourn for half an hour and we will resume again at 4:55 p.m.
Hello. Hello. Check. One. Check. Check. Hello. Hello. Check. Hello. Check. Hello. Hello. Check. Check. Hello. Check. Hello. Check. Hello. Hello. Check. 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 Hello. Hello. Check. Hello. Hello. Check. Hello. 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 Check. Hello. Check. Hello. Hello. Check. Check. Hello. 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 Check. 1 2 check. Hello. Hello. Check. Hello. 1 2 check. Hello. Hello. 1 2 check. Hello. Hello. Check. Check. Hello. Check. Hello. Hello. Check. Hello. 1 2 check. Hello. Check. Hello. 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 Check. Hello. Hello. Check. Hello. 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 Check. Hello. Hello. Check. Hello. Check. Hello. 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 Check. Hello. Check. Hello. Hello. Check. Hello. 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 Check. Hello. Check. Check. Hello. Hello. 1 2 check. Hello. Hello. Check. Hello. Check. Check. Hello. Check. Hello. 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 Check. Hello. Hello. Check. Hello. 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 Check. Hello. 1 2 check. Hello. 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 Check. Hello. 1 2 check. Hello. Hello. Check. Hello. Hello. 1 2 check. Hello. Hello. Check. Hello. Hello. Check. Check. Hello. 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 Check. Hello. Hello. 1 2 check. Hello. Hello. Check. Hello. 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 Check. Hello. 1 2 check. Hello.
Appreciate aku Nabi. Kita untuk kumba. Om bilang jahat.
ईस्टर्न जोन के स्पीकर्स, डिप्टी स्पीकर्स और अन्य डेलीगेट्स का स्वागत करता हूं। एंड नाउ लेट अस स्टार्ट और focused discussion on these two topics. These are very important topics and we have to confine ourselves on those topics only, as you know. So first one is natural disasters and strategies for management with special reference to northeast region. This debate will continue to tomorrow also. And the other one is regional connectivity to bring northeast region at par with mainland India. तो आप दोनों में से चाहे किसी विषय पे आज बोल सकते हैं, फिर कल आप में से जो बाकी रहेंगे अपने विचार शेयर कर सकते हैं। सबसे पहले आप अपने नाम भेज दीजिए और किस विषय पे बोलना चाहेंगे दोनों वो उल्लेख करें। ताकि हम डिस्कशन इनिशिएट कर सकें। इसके पहले मैं आग्रह करूंगा पीडी सोना साहब से कि वो कुछ बेसिक चीज़ें ब्रीफ करें, हाउ वी हैव टू कन्फाइन आवरसेल्फ टू दिस 2 टॉपिक्स ओनली, और कैसे हमने पहले के कॉन्फ्रेंसेज में नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न रीजन के जिन टॉपिक्स पे हमने बात की है और ये टॉपिक्स, ये सारे एक मतलब इट्स अंडर वन, आई थिंक कि विजन, विथ ए विजन, स्पेसिफिक विजन। तो इन पे चर्चा करने के संबंध में और कुछ सुझाव हो पीडी सोना साहब का एज ए चेयरमैन ऑफ दिस जोन, पीडीए जोन, पीडीए थर्ड ना, थर्ड जोन. So I'll request him to take over and briefly tell something. The mic is on, I think. No, it's not on. Oh, this one? I think this one is working.
Thank you, sir, for giving me the opportunity to initiate the discussion. As Honorable Deputy Chairman has said, we have 2 topics for discussion, which we have already elaborated during our inaugural session. So I'd like to request every member, like Honorable Deputy Chairman has said, focus and restrict yourself to the point only. And there will be no scope for taking up any other discussions other than the 2 topics which has been circulated to everyone. And the 2 topics are, as you all know, on the natural disaster, and the other one is about the regional connectivity. So I need not elaborate on the things, and I would like to give time to the members who want to speak on these topics. And one more important thing is, like, since there will be a lot of members who would want to share their opinion on these 2 issues, so I'd like to request on my members to restrict, to a limited time, so that we give equal opportunity to everyone whosoever is participating. Because most of the time, what happens, the initial speakers, they take a lot of time, and at the end, we have too many names coming in. So we have to wind them up within 3 minutes, which I don't think it's a justified way to, to give opportunity to everyone. So I would not like to deliberate, since we are here to hear from you about this too. So with this, I would like to hand over it to the Honorable Deputy Chairman, to initiate the discussion. So you can make a small remark. Then we have this first name.
Okay. So thank you. Again, I will address Honorable Speaker, Arunachal Pradesh Legislative Assembly and Chairman, CPA India, June 3rd, Honorable Sri Pasang Sonaji, Honorable Speaker, Meghalaya Legislative Assembly, Sri Thomas Sangmaji, and all the presiding officers and members. I'll keep my points briefly and lay a copy of the detailed speech on both these topics to the table. Honorable members, natural disasters are no more a matter of rare, unpredictable events. Instead, it's increasingly driven by our past and present actions. In this context, we do not have an option of reversing climate change, but to enforce policies that look a better adaptation to changing weather patterns and uncertainty around us in the near future. Topic 1, natural disasters and strategies for management with a special reference to Northeast region. There are 3 major concerns related to disaster management specific to Northeast. These are unplanned urbanization, which is not only in Northeastern region, but to the entire country it has been. Deforestation and river management. Unplanned urbanization, members need to think about strengthening the legislative and administrative framework to protect critical urban infrastructure and spend resources on spreading this infrastructure evenly. The development of cities in this region is critical in energizing the state's economy. However, this development must be planned and sustainable as opposed to unchecked construction and expansion. I must mention, अभी हम लोग माननीय लोकसभा स्पीकर के साथ बैठे थे और माननीय मुख्यमंत्री मेघालय के बता रहे थे किस तरह उन्होंने बड़े प्लान्ड वे में यहां अब डेवलपमेंट कार्बनाइजेशन की योजना बनाई और निश्चित तौर से यह हमारे वक्त की जरूरत है. इफ वी रिस्पॉन्ड टू दिस क्रिटिकल इश्यूज इन ए वेरी कंस्ट्रक्टिव एंड विथ ए विजन, definitely will be able to solve it. Number 2, deforestation. Second important issue to consider is the rise in deforestation. At a global level, it's said that the Amazon rainforest is the lungs of earth because it absorbs vast amounts of carbon emissions. Similarly, for India, the northeast is a major carbon sink. It is the job of the legislature and the government to ensure that the land laws and conservation of forests are in synergy with the needs of the time. And the people needs to be trained and taken into confidence. मेरे विचार में लोगों को जो प्रकृति से जुड़े हुए हैं और प्रकृति के साथ को एग्जिस्ट करते रहे हैं, उनको इसके साथ इन्वॉल्व करना, दैट विल बी मोर फ्रूटफुल. दैट वी हैव टू, दैट्स ए काइंड ऑफ चैलेंज वी हैव टू go ahead in this. River management. Third, around the country there is a serious conversation about water shortage and recharging groundwater reserves. However, the northeast requires a different perspective as excess rain and consequent floods are a major concern. An integrated approach to addressing erosion and flood management is the need of the hour. Solutions. Climate science is an evolving area and new evidence is emerging every few months. This can be complex. However, legislatures and governments in the state can play a pivotal role in encouraging more research around the subjects by engaging with investors and think tanks. It would be prudent to invest more resources in capacity building of the bureaucratic administration as well as having workshops to improve awareness about long-term solutions among legislatures. I would like to mention, हमारे ऑनरेबल चीफ मिनिस्टर जब मेघालय के बता रहे थे तो उन्होंने बताया कैसे इसरो के और बाकी चीज़ों के कोऑर्डिनेशन से यहाँ सेंटर्स खोल रहे हैं ताकि इन चीज़ों के बारे में एक रिलायबल प्रेडिक्शन भी आ सके. रीजनल कनेक्टिविटी टू ब्रिंग नॉर्थ ईस्ट रीजन्स एट पार विद द मेनलैंड इंडिया. दिस इज आवर टॉपिक नंबर 2. Very briefly, I would like to mention, I have mentioned in detail during my inaugural speech. Under Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi, there is an increased focus on making northeastern states an integral part of India's development story. Further, the government's Act East policy has already found currency at global level. A few months ago, Japan announced the Way of Bengal Northeast India Industrial Value Chain that aims to promote Northeast Bangladesh as a new industrial and manufacturing zone. On the domestic front, Honorable Prime Minister has not only allocated more budgets but also routinely visited this region, giving more momentum to the pace of public infrastructure construction. As on December 2012, as I mentioned during inaugural session, 4,121 kilometers of road projects have been completed and another 7,545 kilometers are in progress, positioning the Northeast as a vital gateway to Southeast Asia. Railways. Perhaps one area that needs a special attention is the ambitious railway projects that will truly help connect the Northeast to mainland India as well as its neighboring countries. Even this year's budget, nearly rupees 10,000 crores have been allocated for railway in the Northeast. और मैंने विस्तार से बताया था पहले कितने 50,000 करोड़ के लगभग और आज आगे के प्रोजेक्ट पर लगभग 70,000 करोड़ फिगर मैंने मेंशन किया था. ये ऑलरेडी इस पर 50,000 करोड़ के काम हो चुके हैं और 70,000 करोड़ और फर्दर एलोकेशन का प्रावधान. Aviation. Currently 17 airports are in operational in the region, a significant increase from just 9 in the 2014. Almost double. As a result, the Northeast has become a key hub of civil aviation. Digital infrastructure. Beyond the conventional definition of infrastructure, we must not forget the role of technology in connecting people. there is a lot more scope to develop the digital infrastructure to improve internet access in the region. Now it's one world now. और I remember Pasang Sona साहब ने inaugural speech में इसको emphasize किया था. Such focus on building infrastructure is certain to have positive consequences on local employment. One can see a holistic approach in investment towards developing infrastructure in the Northeast. Today, it's more integral and connected to the mainland than ever before. The investment over the last decade will certainly play an important role in setting up a strong base for the progress of the Northeast in the years to come. Briefly, I wanted to mention, now we can initiate and we can request first speaker, Honorable Arun Kumar Upreti ji, to share his thoughts. Kindly mention on which topic you are speaking or on the both you are speaking.
Thank you, Honorable Sir. Honorable Deputy Chairman, Rajya Sabha, Sri Harivansh ji, Honorable Speaker, Arunachal Pradesh, cum Chairman CPA, India Region, Zone 3, Sri Pasang Dorji Sonaji, Honorable Speaker, Meghalaya Legislative Assembly, Sri Thomas A. Sangmaji, Honorable Speakers and Honorable Deputy Speakers of all state legislature of Northeast, Honorable Ministers of Northeastern states, Member of Parliament, MLAs of Northeastern states, distinguished guests, media persons, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening to you all and greetings from the state of Sikkim. We are privileged and humbled to be part of this 20th annual conference, CPA India Region, Zone 3, here at beautiful city of Shillong in the state of Meghalaya. Ladies and gentlemen, we the legislators of CPA Zone 3 are here to discuss and deliberate on pertinent issues concerning the northeastern part of the Indian Union. In this plenary session, the House will deliberate on the following topics and to try to build up consensus on these issues. Natural disasters and strategies for management with special reference to Northeast region. Regional connectivity to bring Northeast region at par with mainland India. With the permission of the Chair, I just want to put forth a few words on the topic regional connectivity to bring Northeast region at par with mainland India. As we are aware that there are different types of connectivity such as surface, air, water and internet, digital connectivity, and the world of 21st century termed to be ultra-modern world cannot move without interdependence and interlinking. Everything in this world is interconnected to one another. Therefore, the topic chosen for this conference is itself a pertinent one. Chairman, sir, it is a matter of fact that the maximum areas of northeastern states are surrounded by the international borders and the army and security personnel are on alert 24/7. We in Sikkim are surrounded by 3 international borders: China in the northeast, Bhutan in the east, and Nepal in the west. And the National Highway 10 is the only connectivity. There is another project for the National Highway connecting the western region of our state all the way up to Chia Bhanjang, which serves as a border post for Indo-Nepal. Chairman, sir, I am of the opinion that considering the immense obligation of national security of the country, the proper and the best national highway connectivity in the northeastern state is needed of the hour. Chairman, sir, the state of Sikkim is progressing in the locomotive sector and we expect our state to be connected to the northeast railways by 2024-25. We also have a functional greenfield airport at Pakim district catering to the aviation sector, but the airline companies could not able to maintain regular sorties in the destination, and the routes for inclusion are needed to be introspected. Chairman sir, apart from surface connectivity, the maintenance part of National Highway in the northeastern state has always a challenge considering the rain and mudslide and landslide prone areas. The engineers requires out-of-box thinking to ensure uninterrupted regular traffic in the region during the odd time. To migrate the problem, the project plan must include the robust disaster management and maintenance plan, including engagement of modern and ultra-modern machineries and equipment. Sir, we all northeastern states are of the opinion, I believe, that the plan and the projects meant for the northeastern states must be different from the other states of the Indian Union, owing to ground realities and geographical concerns. I am also of the opinion that alternative national highways, strengthening of existing highways, as well as widening the northeast states is necessary. Sir, the economy of the state of northeast region is primarily dependent on tourism industry also, and we cannot expect the flow of money in the region without flow of tourism industry. The world, as we see, is interconnected, interlinked and interwoven, and to support the tourism industry, it is essential to enhance air connectivity to heli service connectivity in the northeast region for leisure and adventure tourism. The Government of India must be apprised through this forum to look into these issues on preferences basis. Sir, as we all know that the present world is a world of artificial intelligence, AI, and one cannot imagine of living without the support of information technology. The Government of India have initiated the flagship program of Digital India, and digital form of money has taken over the proper note currency in the recent years. To enhance the uses of information technology in the lives of every remote areas of northeast region, we must ensure robust connectivity to internet facility in the region with availability of affordable plans of cellular and data service center. Before I conclude, I'd like to quote, "Knowledge is information and knowledge is power." With this, I must congratulate and thank the Honorable Speaker, Meghalaya Legislative Assembly, Honorable Deputy Speaker, Commissioner and Secretary, and the officials of Meghalaya Legislative Assembly Secretariat for being a host 20th Annual Conference CPA India Zone 3 and making all the arrangement of our compatibility during our stay. Thank you, sir. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Honorable Arun Kumar Utpreti ji. Yes, please. Assam. Deputy Speaker, Honorable Assam.
Honorable Deputy Chairman, Rajya Sabha, Harivansh Narayan Singh ji. Honorable Speaker, Arunachal, and the Chairman of CPA, Region Zone 3, Sonaji, Honorable Speaker, Meghalaya Legislative Assembly, Thomas Ek Sangmaji, Honorable Speakers of various Northeast States, Honorable Deputy Speakers of various Northeast States, Honorable Ministers, Honorable MLAs, the staff from Lok Sabha and Meghalaya Legislative Assembly, media persons, very good afternoon to all of you. I am very much thankful that Meghalaya has organized the CPA Zone 3 meet here, and in a beautiful city of Meghalaya, Shillong. We got both the opportunity to attend the CPA meeting and enjoy this beauty of Meghalaya and Shillong. This regional connectivity to bring Northeast region at par with mainland India. I want to speak on this matter. Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir, first I want to speak a little about road connectivity. Yes, as Meghalaya Chief Minister has said, more than 4,000 kilometer road has constructed here in Meghalaya. So all the part of Northeast region, including Assam, we are constructing road in a very faster way, and India is merging and making record of road communication in this Modi's era. I believe that this way, if you go on, then it will not take much time to develop Northeast region. But few points regarding the roads I want to mention here. Because roads are constructed in Northeast region as per the national criteria. DPR, what is made for other states and compared to in Northeast region. Most of the part in our region has got coal mining, then stone, sand gravel, and sand. This we extract from there. And these roads are utilized for that communication. And that road, if you give, example, if you give a Prime Minister Gram Sadak Yojana, it is 9 ton or 10 ton capacity. Per kilometer 65 lakhs to 70 lakhs. And we prepare this way. And at that road, we are using for this transportation of coal, stone, rock, sand, gravel. And that also 35 to 40 ton is truck. So that road cannot last more than 6 months. Yes, in record, we are constructing road 1,000 kilometers, but it will not last. The very purpose of this construction of this road is failed. So my opinion is that where there is a mining site, that road should be constructed with a capacity of 30 ton or 25 ton. Otherwise, in this rural area, constructing road is almost meaningless because it will destroy very soon. This point we need to consider. Then inland transport. Deputy Chairman, sir, in Assam we have got very good prospect, and till Dibrugarh that inland transport is already started. But other part of the Northeast region, we are miserably failed in these regards. So like example from Golaghat, it was extended in Assam, but if you do the dredging in Dhansiri River, we can go up to Dimapur. That inland transport will reduce the cost, and from the Nagaland and other part of Northeast region, that transportation can be done. And Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, he is communicated with the Asian Highway, connecting 10 Asian countries. So that will come through that road only. So there also we can have communication if this inland transport go to Dimapur. And another part, when I got the opportunity to campaign in Meghalaya, Garo Hills, I have seen a part in Bagmara area. One river is there, I forgot the name. It is 1 kilometer away from the port from Bangladesh. If 1 kilometer, though it is that river bank is almost rock, hard rock is there, but 1 kilometer digging that rock is not impossible, I think. And that way, so many potentialities there to communicate with the Bangladesh, and from Meghalaya, stone, pineapples, with this one, cashew, banana, then supari, jackfruit, all can be transported. And Meghalaya can get revenue 4,000 to 6,000 per year from that community. If it is explored, then I think it will be a very productive one. Another one, air connectivity. Though URAN is there, because of Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji started this URAN communication, and we, Northeast is connected very well. But still, some point where we can explore more and get benefit. Like, if you give air connectivity, then tourism will be increasing trend. When I got the opportunity to campaign in Garo West, I saw Shiju Cave. It's a beautiful cave. Here in Khashi Hills, one cave is there. So many visitors are there. But Shiju Cave is 10,000 times better than this cave. So if connectivity, the Tura airport can be improvised, can be utilized, from there helicopter communication will be there, Balpakram National Park is there, the Shiju Cave is there, there we can have more tourism in this regard. Honorable Deputy Chairman sir, then one more communication, that is internet communication. We Northeast region miserably fail to have the proper internet communication. That communication is, we need to give more stress. Now digital India, all cashless transaction, we are saying, yes, it is very good idea, novel idea Modi ji has started. So it can reduce the corruption. Already it is started because direct benefit transfer and all, they are giving so much opportunity to us. But this internet connection in Northeast region is very, very poor. That's why I am telling this regional connectivity means not only road, this internet connection also is a part of regional connectivity. Honorable Deputy Chairman sir, one more important, last I want to say that communication, people to people communication. In the Northeast region, we have 8 Northeast states. But when times comes, many fightings are there. We are not communicated well with our own people. My one humble suggestion is that many cultural activities should be done in Northeast region. And these cultural activities should to be assimilated with the other part of the nation. Like last year or 2 years back, I organized one Assam-Gujarat cultural convergence. There, I invited one Dandiya team. And from our constituency, 18 tribal troop, Bihu dance, then the Adivasi dance, Naga dance, Wangala dance, so on. 18 traditional dance that we have exhibited, and it was very attractive. And Prithviraj ji is a communication minister who came, and he loved it. In that way, if you do communication, I think people-to-people connection will be more, and if people-to-people connectivity increases, small incidents will vanish from our region, and we'll get that opportunity to understand the people of other state, and North Indian state, other state also will understand what is Northeast region. This communication, people-to-people communication, we should have a serious thought through this Commonwealth Parliamentary Association so that we can bring more benefit to our region. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Deputy Speaker Assam. बड़े कॉन्क्रीट सजेशंस आ रहे हैं, बड़े रिच इनपुट्स हैं. I'll request to save some time. चेयर को और यहाँ एड्रेस करने की फॉर्मली जरूरत नहीं है. आप प्लीज कम टू द टॉपिक डायरेक्टली. प्लीज नेक्स्ट स्पीकर प्लीज. इस ऑनरेबल स्पीकर मिजोरम.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Chairman, sir, Honorable Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha, Sri Harivansh Narayan Singh ji, Honorable Speaker of Arunachal Pradesh, who is also the Chairman of CPA Zone 3, Sri Pasan Shana ji, Honorable Speaker of Meghalaya, who is also a host speaker, Honorable speakers, deputy speakers, and delegates from all northeastern regions, Zone 3. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great privilege for me to be witness this 20th CPA conference here in Shillong today. Sir, this time may be my last chance to have a speech, as it is the end of the ongoing 8th Mizoram Legislative Assembly. Election is at hand. First of all, I am highly obliged to our Honorable Chairman of CPA Zone 3, Pasang Sir Dorji Sonaji, for your guidance and active mentorship of this CPA Zone 3. And on the other hand, I would like to personally thank our Honorable Lok Sabha Speaker, Sri Om Birlaji, for his great leadership, which outshines the whole country. My gratitude lies to our Honorable Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha. Sir, you give your utmost ability towards your contribution to the nation till today. Thank you for everything that you have guided us. Friends, I would like to say this august gathering. When witness of our Honorable Lok Sabha Speaker and Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha in virtual form, it feels like we are with them all along. The leadership spirit works throughout the country. I would like to thank the Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Comrade K. Sangma, and Honorable Speaker of Meghalaya Assembly, Thomas A. Sangma, for your great hospitality and well-planned program today. I highly appreciated the contribution of the members of CPA Zone 3. Nevertheless, the frequent meetings binds us together among the individuals and concerned states, which have a great impact for the whole country. Old faces disappear and the new wings emerge, which is the uniqueness and phenomenon of politics. Sir, I'll go to the disaster mitigation, but I'll not take a long time. As a northeastern state, which it is rich diversity and landscape, we're highly susceptible to natural disasters and calamities. As we're all interlinked, we ought to join our hands towards its mitigation. And as we are leaning towards the UN Sustainable Development Goals, sustainability at its peak must be maintained, which will further impact our strategies towards our collaboration to preserve our forests, wetlands, and other natural buffer zones in the northeast towns. Sir, above all things, I would like to highlight the burning situation of our sister state, Manipur. Even though today may not be the perfect situation to mention it, my heart melts, which urges me to highlight their situation at any cost. It is a high time for the central government to intervene.
In fact, I would like to
For
request
this to happen, sir,
1 minute.
I'll take a look.
This is not the forum to discuss again.
No, this is a forum.
No, sir. We are
This is
discussing
the
with
forum.
a specific topics as I have mentioned. Please do not deviate. Otherwise, we have will be forced to.
Okay, sir.
No, please.
Let
please.
me add a few more points. Natural disaster and man-made disaster. So I'll
Please, please. It's our request. We have made it in beginning itself.
very important, sir. As I said, my heart melts, which urged me to highlight their situation at any cost. For this to happen, we, the members of this meeting, ought to join our hands and would like to invite you to show your full support to end this ethnic clashes in Mizoram. Manipur. I hope you all know that Mizoram is the home for refugees from other countries, especially from Myanmar and Bangladesh. In spite of all these internal disputes within our own country, led to the displacement of our citizens. Many hundreds lost their lives. Women and children are suffering. No need to repeat. We all know. They do not feel at home in our own country. They are our fellow Indians, our brothers and sisters. It is indeed a dread situation to witness this type of violence within our own country. Government of Mizoram shows great humility and aid for displacement people and will continue to care for them as we are from the same roots and blood. We cannot refrain from helping them. On the other hand, Mizoram is a small state. There may be a time when we cannot handle their situation alone. So I invited all the members of CPA Zone 3 to join hands and to end the violence in Manipur. Let me add a few more points that in Mizoram right now, we are looking after more than 50,000 refugees and displacement from other states and other countries. So we are not afford to look after the needy help person. So this August gathering, I ask to help and central government to intervene at the earliest convenience. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Speaker Mizoram. Before inviting next speaker, again I will request to all forthcoming speakers, kindly confine to yourself to these two topics. Otherwise, you know, you have been running the houses. If you go outside the limit, then you do the unpleasant task of expunging them. So please, my request will be there. And I have two more informations. Kindly note all participants present here, MLAs, ex-MLAs can participate in this discussion. And they can enrich this discussion by their viewpoints, good inputs. Number two, this session was supposed to continue up to 5:30 p.m., but we will sit up to 6 p.m. because the next program will commence from 6:30. Thank you. So now I'll invite Honorable Marian CM Born, MLA. Mariel Bonse. No, sorry.
Honorable Chairman, sir, being the host legislator, allow me to address you and the other dignitaries who are here. Respective Chairman of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, the Honorable Speaker of Arunachal Legislative Assembly, Shri Pasangdi Sona, Honorable Speaker of Meghalaya Legislative Assembly, Shri Thomas S. Sangma, Honorable Speaker of other Legislative Assembly of Northeastern State, Honorable Deputy Speaker of different states, Honorable Ministers, Honorable MLAs who are coming from all our friends and sisters of our Northeastern state, official from the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, respective legislative assembly, and friends from the media. It is indeed an honor and privilege to get this opportunity to take part on this two beautiful topic that has been placed in front of each and every one of us. Number one is with regard to the natural disaster and strategic management with special reference to Northeast. And number two is regional connectivity to bring Northeast region at par with mainland India. Chairman, sir, before I start my discussion to take part on this, I just want to reiterate this CPA that we are meeting here in Shillong, that will have a special moment, irrespective of religion we belong. Let us pray for our brother and sister in Manipur, be it today or tomorrow. We have a very beautiful constitution in our country that we have been bestowed upon. So let us have a special session, be it 5 minutes or 10 minutes, but we will pray to Almighty God, irrespective of any religion we belong, for the peace and harmony in the state of Manipur. So with regard to this topic, we understand different initiatives taken by respective state government, different initiatives taken by the central government with regard to the natural disaster that has been happening in and around in our region, especially with the hilly and terrain region that we have in our beloved state, in Meghalaya and different part of Northeast also. The National Disaster Management Authority, the State Disaster Management Authority that we have, the District Disaster Management Authority that we have, with certain fund that has been earmarked in each and every section to look after for relief and rehabilitation during the disaster management, the disaster that we are going through. So, very important 4 points that we have to have in our mind in coordinating from the government, from the system to the people at large. I would like to regard there are 4 C's. Number one is the communication, which is very important between the state agency, the district agency, and those affected areas. Number 2 is the coordination, the C number 2, the coordination between different sectors that has been placed in the system. And at the same time, the C number 3 is the collaboration, how to collaborate to make it happen. And lastly, it is the cooperation between each and every one of us. So when we talk about disaster, there are certain elements which takes to disaster. And there are different stages that the system, that the government, that we need to follow to address this issue. Like prevention, the best way to address a disaster is by being proactive, being the state government, the central government, any agency in the state, in the district. We have to be proactive, not to go at the spot when things is already happening. And then mitigation. Mitigation aims and minimize the loss of human life that would result from disaster, which is a very important factor. And the preparedness, be it through the DDMA or the SDMA that we have, that we need to look into. We have to be prepared all the time. Certain corpus fund we used to earmark in different sections, in different districts, the fund that has been parked so that we can address this issue. And also the quick response, be it at the district administration or the state administration, to address this issue. At the same time, it has to be very, very proactive to see that through mitigation, the building codes, the zoning, the public education, the other system that will help us to build. See, disaster management, the strategy as the topic has been placed out here, disaster management measure can help removing people from a threatened location by facilitating timely and effectively rescue, relief and rehabilitation at the right time, at the place where disaster occurred by reducing the loss of property, protecting people, and reducing human trauma among ourselves. When we talk about issue, when we talk about reason, there are many reasons. Maybe be it climate change, maybe it is due to population growth, may it be through the shifting habitation pattern, maybe it is through the deforestation, maybe due to unplanned making of roads, rain. So many issues are there that we have come across. But in the present day, when each and every one of us, we are going through modernization and all, we can't help. But we have to keep in mind also, Chairman Sir, that the system has to be in place where we will be prepared ourselves, where we can position ourselves how to address these issues. In short, the topic number 2, which is there, is about regional connectivity, we understand, and we are happy that the central government, before we talk about Look East policy, now it is Act East policy, and many policies are there where it brings closeness between the 7 sister states, and now we have 8 sister states here with the mainland India. And we hope that the initiative taken by the central government to pump up fund to help the state in air connectivity, in road connectivity, railway line and all. So it has helped a lot, especially in our state. There are issues with regard to connectivity with railway line where we respect the sentiment of respective civil society NGOs, where there are different issues. We in the state here, we are fighting to get an inner line permit to address the issue, the concern of our indigenous people of our state. This is the concern. As legislator, we have to work together to see that things should happen, but we should keep in mind that we should not risk the integrity of our local indigenous people of the state. As a legislator, I foresee that by taking everybody on board, like to be in place like inner line permit and in place for Meghalaya Resident Safety and Security Act and different act that has been there in place, we would like to see that different connectivity will be in place in days to come. But one thing, sir, before I conclude, with regard to information technology, the connectivity we have through the tower of mobile tower and all that we have. There are incidents that has happened which need a case study. In my particular constituency, thing has happened that many farmers have come and met me after building of different towers in their respective places. The fertility of soil. I'm not a scientist, to be frank. The fertility of soil has gone down. The farmer who planted ginger, where he got 3 tons in the past, now he is getting only 1 ton. The simple reason in the mind of layman is that because tower has come, it has affected the fertility of soil, subject to verification and study. So through this meeting today, discussion that we have, let us have a broad case study to study whether it really affects or not. This is happening. My own people have come, they say, it is not like before. So even though we are not running away from technology, having tower, connectivity, internet and all, but there are merit and demerit in any issue. So we would like to look forward at this issue to be addressed by the government, by the system of the day. So thank you so much, sir, because the paucity of time, 6 you say,
Yes.
is about 6. So thank you so much and thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your very pointed suggestions and intervention. Thank you. Now I'll invite last speaker, Honorable Minister Meghalaya, Mani Rakham A. Sangma ji. Please.
Yes, sir. Honorable Chairman, sir, and all the distinguished my colleagues from different assembly, from different states, I straight away come to the subject. So the unity of any community, unity of any individuals is something to be remembered and that is something to be done at any cost. I think at the moment of Commonwealth Parliamentary Association India Zone 3 today, this shows the message about unity as a parliamentarians. And I do believe such kind of unity among the parliamentarians of the region and also the country will take a forward journey of all issues that maybe arise today and tomorrow and day after. Sir, for the final discussion, we have two topics today, the natural disaster and the regional connectivity. So just now, 1 hour back, one of our members from our, can be said, elder brother, Assam state, eldest sister of our region, a member was complaining that at least 10 tents should have been installed here. So let me share today the weather of Shillong. These days are unpredictable. We are experiencing 3 different weather in a day, 3 or 4. I'm expecting if the rains come tonight, maybe afternoon, maybe in the evening, you will experience the cold. And you may ask for the heater. So this, what is happening is all this. It's because of the climate change across the globe. And we managed to able to bring back to the original self of the disaster on the climate and overall the climate change on the earth. Maybe, sir, I wanted to go the details why it is and what are the factors. But the most important, the most things that affecting the environment and the climate change and that affect the disaster, that brings the disaster to us is maybe the development of science and technology. Because different molecules, different waves and the radiation has been replaced the existence of air molecule. Maybe this may be the reason. We managed able to go back to the 100 years back where we get the clean and the beautiful environment and the climate. But sir, as of today's situation, we as a parliamentarians, as a legislators, and the leaders, and the students, I think, sir, we should prepare ourselves for adaptation with the changing scenario of the climate. When you're talking about adaptation, sir, the survival of the fittest may come into. Therefore, sir, any society, any region, and any government will have the best brain, best idea that formulated for adaptation may survive today. Therefore, sir, on this changing scenario of the climate, I think as a country, as a region, we should find a way to adapt ourselves to the changing scenario with the technology and with our environment, with our living style, with our livelihood opportunity, and our agricultural activities. There are many agricultural practice which does not produce crops anymore because the same practice, the same timing they used to follow. But sometimes the weather climate advance and sometimes delay. But had we adopt our agricultural mindset, we could have get the productivity. And sir, Mr. Chairman, today to our younger generation, I think we should teach our upcoming generation, and we should design in such a way that in all aspects we are prepared for adaptation and to face the challenges. The rivers is going to be dried, as our Honorable Deputy Chairman of Assam Assembly was talking about all the beauty that I have, sir. That whatever he mentioned, it belongs to me, belongs to my constituency, sir. We are just 182 kilometers away from the capital city of Bangladesh, Dhaka. But the road connectivity, the air connectivity, the network connectivity, it's still 50% dreams today. The trade and commerce, had it been on a florist with Bangladesh, our people could have been better today. Therefore, sir, I'm just taking this example. Lots of market beyond our border, but the opportunity, though we have the opportunity beyond the border, there is no way ahead. Therefore, when you talk about connectivity, the connectivity should also convert into the opportunity. Therefore, sir, when we're talking about connectivity, be it air, be it waterways, be it railway connectivity, be it any connectivity, sir, they should directly connect with the livelihood opportunity. Therefore, sir, Northeastern region, we have lots of opportunity, we have lots of asset and the resources, be it in Mizoram, be it Nagaland, be it Arunachal, be it Meghalaya, and all the regions of the Northeast. But, sir, the asset, the resources of our region cannot be invented. But, sir, these resources, this potential, we should find a way and design the policy to discover. Therefore, sir, we have already the resources, but that has to be discovered and should convert so that it will benefit for the livelihoods of our people. And also, sir, one thing, when you talk about connectivity, I would emphasize today on mindset connectivity. I was in Delhi airport, sir, 2 months back. I was on my way to London. I went to the counter to exchange my cash to London. So that was my first time to London. And the lady in the counter asked me, sir, give me your passport. I've given my passport. She irritated me. No, sir, give me your passport. So I said, this is my passport. Is it? Sir, you don't look like Indians. You don't look like... Sir, therefore, sir, I want to bring it to the knowledge of everybody today, sir, the mindset connectivity we should design. So the connectivity, mindset connectivity towards our northeastern region, the mainland India, should be developed bigger and faster. Then the resources that we have will convert into the meaningful product for livelihood of our generation that's coming in tomorrow. We have, sir, you will see maybe in the evening, sir, we are going to have, I think if I'm not wrong, the cultural evening tonight or tomorrow. The beauty of our cultural tradition. It's short and you will not find anywhere on the earth. We have lots of cultural beauty, our tradition. Sir, all this beauty, all this uniqueness, if we don't protect today, it will extinct tomorrow. Sir. And our young generation will not find all this. Not only protect, sir, we also preserve all this beauty of our culture, be it Nagaland, be it from Manipur, be it from Mizoram, the Arunachal, the tribals, cultural beauty, these are the resources that we have. That will be blessed from the above, sir. This should be preserved. Sir, not only protect and preserve, sir. From the government of India and all across the northeastern region, unitedly, sir, not only protect and preserve, sir, we should also promote, sir, for the global acknowledgement. Therefore, sir, if as a great country, on the mission mode, We should work today to promote our identities, to promote our resources, so that in the years to come, our history will still be, not the history, should be the practicals. So I don't want to convert all the resources that we have today into the form of history. No, sir. We should not read history. We should read what we have present today, sir. If we only preserve, sir, and protect, that will become history. But, sir, to my opinion, we should not create history, but that should be present to every generation, of every individual of yesterday, today, and for tomorrow, sir. So, therefore, sir, we have the region have a lot of potential to be reached. The phases of our state, Meghalaya, the phases of our region is so beautiful, and this has to be reached by one and all across the country. Therefore, sir, I would be happy if the connectivity of all respect, the mindset connectivity, the practical connectivity could have been breached better. The brotherhood, the relationship, and the togetherness of our belongingness would have been bigger, sir. So my last submission to each one of us, in front of Honorable Deputy Chairman of the Rajya Sabha. So the uniqueness of our region has to be promoted, sir. And once again, sir, the region needs more important. So when we connectivity, talking about the roads and the bridges, we also keep in mind, sir, all this developmental package should not bring the disaster that we have today. So our design, our architect, our engineer should also have to be in mind that whatever we design should not have disaster to another one. So therefore, with all this respect, sir, our government under the Honorable Chief Minister, Sir Conrad K. Sangma, our state, we are working to make Meghalaya as one of the top states in the country, in all respect. Number one, sir, the Meghalaya has rich in natural resources as well as the forest cover. So we're coming back to the climate change and the disaster, sir. So the forest cover plays an important role. And this is one thing that everybody has to focus today, sir. My last point, sir, everybody, the government, state governments, and the central government, and the global level, we should invest more on the environment, sir. Therefore, sir, our government has introduced one policy scheme called Payment for Ecosystem. Whoever we call NOCMA, the landowner, the Dorber Stone, whoever the landowner preserve any forest, the community reserve, the government used to pay for the landowner. In the process, we are investing our money with the landowner so that they will continue to preserve the forest. So therefore, sir, as a governance from today, sir, for tomorrow, let us invest more on all this sector. Then the connectivity to one another as a brotherhood will be the testimony for the generation to come, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. I must tell Honorable Minister Rakam Sangma ji, your ideas, thoughts and vision have taken this debate to a very meaningful level. So thanks. Manni, all participants and delegates, Honorable Speakers, Deputy Speakers, अब तक 5 हमारे participants ने इस session में अपनी बातें रखी, and they all have been very relevant issues they have raised, discussed. So thanks to all of them for making this debate rich in content, meaningful and relevant. We have few more names, one Honorable Speaker Nagaland and one MLA from Meghalaya. I think tomorrow when this debate begins or this session begins, they will take this discussion ahead. So thanks a lot for participating. Thank you. So we'll meet tomorrow now. And the time is already mentioned and when we'll meet. Thank you.